serene smile, a soft kiss, and a playful wink. That was all it took for one calm fan in the front row of London's O2 Arena to completely stop global superstar Jimin in his tracks during his solo tour Soundcheck. While a sea of frantic energy surrounded her, this single, unscripted moment of pure confidence caught the BTS idol so visibly off guard that he halted mid-stride, blushed, and delivered a heart-melting wink right back. Welcome to Jimin Gallery, the home for Park Jimin fans who want to discover all the latest news, interesting facts, and stories behind the world's spotlight on Jimin. The atmosphere at London's iconic O2 Arena was already buzzing with an electric anticipation long before the official gates even opened for the second night of Jimin's highly anticipated solo tour. Fans from all corners of the globe had gathered early, their excitement palpable in the crisp British air as they waited for the special Soundcheck event. Inside the venue, the massive stage was set, bathed in a soft, ambient glow that heightened the sense of intimacy for the lucky group of ARMYs who managed to secure the exclusive entry. Jimin walked out onto the stage with an effortless grace that immediately drew a collective gasp from the crowd gathered close to the barricades. He was dressed in an incredibly casual outfit, sporting an oversized vintage sweatshirt, relaxed denim jeans, and a simple beanie that partially obscured his softly styled hair. This laid-back look only seemed to amplify his natural charm, making him appear remarkably approachable yet undeniably magnetic as he holding his microphone tightly. He offered a warm, sleepy smile to the audience, waving gently as he began to test the sound levels with the venue's audio engineers. His voice echoed through the stadium, clear and mesmerizing, as he sang a few melodic bars to ensure everything was perfectly tuned for the main show later that evening. Even in this relaxed state, without the dramatic stage lighting or elaborate choreography, his presence was completely commanding. As Jimin strolled along the edge of the extended stage, he made a conscious effort to make eye contact with as many fans as possible, appreciating their dedication. The front row was filled with emotional faces, holding up customized banners and light sticks that glowed softly in the dim arena light. He nodded and smiled at their enthusiastic cheers, clearly energized by the love flowing from the barricades. Among the crowd in the front row stood a young woman whose calm and composed demeanor caught the attention of those standing around her. While she was undeniably thrilled to be there, she held a steady gaze, waiting for the right moment to convey her deep admiration for the artist. She held a small, neatly written sign, but it was her expressive eyes that truly carried the weight of her message. As fate would have it, Jimin wandered over to her specific section of the stage, his footsteps slow and deliberate as he interacted with the crowd. He lowered his microphone for a moment, looking down directly at the front row with a soft, inquiring expression. It was at this exact sequence of events that his eyes locked onto the young woman, who refused to let the overwhelming moment shake her composure. Instead of screaming or bursting into tears, she looked directly into his eyes and offered a beautifully serene, genuine smile that seemed to cut through the surrounding noise. With a gentle and deliberate movement, she blew him a soft kiss, followed by a playful yet deeply affectionate wink. The sheer confidence and sincerity of her gesture stood out completely in the sea of frantic energy. Jimin was visibly caught off guard by the sheer warmth and smooth confidence of her silent response. He paused mid-stride, his footsteps halting completely as a look of genuine surprise washed over his handsome features. For a fleeting second, the global superstar seemed completely stunned, entirely captivated by the brief but powerful connection he had just shared with a single fan. A slow, delighted grin began to spread across Jimin's face as he absorbed the sweet interaction, his cheeks flushing slightly with a hint of bashfulness. The casual aura he had maintained since walking onto the stage suddenly melted into something much more intimate and focused. It was clear to everyone watching nearby that this particular ARMY had successfully melted his heart with her simple act of devotion. Unable to resist reacting to her charming gesture, Jimin leaned slightly forward toward the barricade, keeping his eyes firmly fixed on her. With a mischievous glint in his eyes, he mirrored her action by delivering a smooth, heart-melting wink right back at her. The gesture was executed with such playful perfection that it sent an immediate shockwave of excitement through the immediate section of the crowd. The young woman's heart undoubtedly skipped a beat, but she maintained her beautiful smile, acknowledging the exclusive moment they had just shared. Jimin let out a soft, melodious chuckle into his microphone, clearly pleased with the playful exchange that had just occurred. He lingered for just a moment longer, giving her one final, appreciative nod before continuing his walk down the stage. The fans standing adjacent to the lucky woman could barely contain their excitement, whispering loudly about the incredible interaction they had just witnessed firsthand. It was a rare, unscripted moment of pure connection that highlighted exactly why these Soundcheck events are so deeply cherished by the fandom. Jimin's ability to ground himself and connect on a personal level was on full display. As the Soundcheck continued, the energy in the arena shifted into an even more joyful rhythm, fueled by the lingering sweetness of that initial encounter. Jimin seemed even more relaxed and playful now, dancing lightly to the instrumental tracks and cracking jokes with the front row. The casual atmosphere had transformed into a beautiful, shared sanctuary between the artist and his loyal supporters. He ran through a couple more song snippets, his vocals sounding incredibly rich and flawless despite the early hour and lack of formal warm-up. Every high note was met with supportive cheers, which Jimin acknowledged with grateful bows and hand hearts. His eyes occasionally drifted back toward the section where the memorable interaction had taken place, a soft smile returning to his lips. The bond between Jimin and ARMY has always been described as uniquely profound, built on years of mutual support, shared growth, and deep emotional resonance. Moments like these, occurring in the quiet spaces before a massive stadium show, serve as a powerful reminder of that unbroken connection. It showed that despite his immense global fame, he remains deeply moved by individual expressions of love. As the final minutes of the Soundcheck wound down, Jimin took a moment to address the entire crowd gathered inside the O2 Arena. He spoke softly in English, expressing his immense gratitude for their presence and promising to deliver an unforgettable performance later that night. The crowd erupted into cheers, their voices echoing off the high ceilings of the iconic London venue. He walked around the entire perimeter of the stage one last time, waving goodbye and blowing kisses to all the sections, ensuring everyone felt included. His relaxed attire still contrasted beautifully with his larger-than-life star power, creating an unforgettable image for everyone lucky enough to be present. The anticipation for the main concert had now reached an absolute fever pitch. With one final wave and a bright, eye smile that reached his ears, Jimin slowly exited the stage to prepare for the grueling night ahead. The lights in the arena dimmed slightly as the Soundcheck officially concluded, and the staff began guiding the fans toward their designated areas. The crowd was left buzzing with an incredible surge of adrenaline and happiness. For the young woman who had caught his eye, the experience was undoubtedly an unforgettable core memory that she would carry with her forever. She had managed to do what millions of fans dream of, genuinely touching the heart of her favorite artist through a simple, sincere moment. Her calm confidence had broken through the barrier of stardom, creating a timeless memory. Stories of the interaction quickly began to spread through word of mouth and social media among the fans waiting outside, amplifying the excitement for night two. The London concert was already guaranteed to be a historic event, but this sweet prelude added an extra layer of magic to the entire experience. It set a beautiful, loving tone for the rest of the evening. As the city of London prepared for the main event, the memory of Jimin's casual charm and his enchanted wink remained vivid in the minds of those who saw it. It was a testament to the beautiful, unpredictable magic of live music and the deep affection that exists between an idol and their fans. The second night of the tour was bound to be spectacular, fueled by the warmth of a heart melted during Soundcheck.